Hello, hello. This is Miss AshMarie. Welcome back to the Big Team the Morning Show. It is New Generation Thursdays. That's right. New Generation Thursdays for the young folk, the young people, young adults, whatever you want to call it. It is 8:08 in the a.m. All right. And today I have a special guest here in the studio, a local from Bridgeport, Connecticut, and he is RMS. Hello, RMS. Welcome to WDJZ.
Good morning. Good morning. How you doing this morning?
Good, good, good. Thank you for coming in today. You know, you want to get a little exposure about yourself, so I'm glad that we were able to do that today here on WDJZ. So I know that you're from Bridgeport, but are you originally born here? Are you from here? What's going on with that?
Yes, I was born and raised here, you know, back in the day, you know. Long time ago.
Long time ago. So, how old are you, RMS?
I'll be 27 next month, actually.
All right. Oh, happy early birthday.
Thank you very much.
Next month, what day?
November 23rd.
Okay, all right. So, RMS, I keep saying that, but I'm pretty sure people are like, what is that, RMS? What does that mean?
It's an acronym, stands for Rob Maestro Skills, and basically what that is, that breaks down some aspects of my personality, you know, Rob being my birth name. Maestro basically means the music side of me, that's that hip side and everything like that.
Nice.
And skills basically means my charisma, my calm, cool, and collected side of me.
All right.
I just took all that and just broke it down into the acronym. So. All
right. So, RMS, you are a what?
I am an artist, or artiste, if you will.
And what is your musical passion?
You know, I basically, you know, music's been in my family for a minute. You know, it's in my bloodstream. You know, I love it all: jazz, hip hop, rock. But I'm a alternative artist. I'm more hip hop than anything. Alternative hip hop, but with that would be my main thing, but I just put it all under artists.
Okay, cool. But I don't want people to get confused with alternative artists and what I have, why I have him in the studio, because even though he is an alternative artist, he has a strong Christian foundation. I'm actually Facebook friends with RMS or Rob. I just, call you by your first name.
That's cool.
on Facebook. And he definitely has some great Christian principles, some great foundations that kind of help him and the music. So I want people to kind of get to know that and get to know you doing music, not all strictly gospel, but doing music, but having that foundation. So can you kind of correlate that together on how did that work for you?
Yeah, I've basically been in the church realm for like over 15 years
Wonderful.
Now. I had that old school guardian, so she was just the type, when I moved in with her, she was like, listen, boy, this is how it's going to go down.
Yes.
She brought me to a church out here. And then next thing I know, a year later after that, she had me in the choir. So
Wonderful.
she just basically came and said, you going on the choir? I said, what? I
But that old school, though, that helps. That old school, pushing you, because they see more in you than, of course, you see in yourself. So I think, with that old school generation pushing, okay, baby, you're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to go to church, you're going to participate. I think that kind of helps us get grounded. It
definitely helped me out in the long run, too.
Wonderful.
Because prior to that, I was going through some situations, living with my life story. That's a whole nother conversation. But when I came to her, I had already had some, issues and stuff like that. So she basically seen that and she gave me everything I needed.
Amen.
God bless. She passed some years back.
Oh, I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, thank you. God always has a plan.
Amen.
So that basically it seemed like everything was already mapped out before everything already went down. But like I said, she seen all that. She just kept me grounded. I kind of growing up, I kind of was sheltered a little bit, but again, now it helped me out in the long run because it made me who I am today also. So
wonderful. And that's definitely what I want to touch upon, because I actually have a song from RMS which is called Sanctified, and I heard it and it has some great foundation. I'm not going to go on into it because I want people to listen to it from themselves, but it definitely talks about what you need for your partner. and what you need for them to have to be able to kind of connect. And doing New Generation Thursdays and having, you know, a segment to talk to and about young people, you know, dating is definitely something that we do, something that is, you know, as we get older, something that we're going to, you know, dabble into to, you know, find a partner, to, you know, get married, to settle down. And why I like your song is because you, at your young age, you know, under 30, you already have this foundation, this mentality that he that finds a wife finds a good thing. And a foundation is, okay, I want someone in my life that we can grow together and grow spiritual and be able to have a foundation for our kids, for our future. You know, I don't know if you heard the term uneven yoke. And I'm pretty sure that you have, you know, you don't want to be with someone that's not like you and not like you spiritually. Yeah,
yoked up in someone else's bondage.
Yes.
I actually have some experience in that. So now that just sharpened up my wisdom and experience a little more. So now I was actually married at one point too.
Oh,
so
my.
This is,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's experience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it just sharpened me up a little more. I'm like, all right, now I see why pastors be saying don't get yoked up in anybody else's stuff.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's why, you know, I could be a living testimony of that. So I could just I try to drop that on people, you know.
Yeah. But,
you know, the whole dating thing nowadays is everybody seems very stressed out, you know, which, you know, I could definitely understand and everything, but you also can't let that hinder you. I feel personally, that's just not but the devil trying to hold you back, really. So it's all about, you got to find somebody like on the same kind of spiritual,
you know, definitely.
Spiritual, mental,
emotional
level as you.
Yeah. Exactly. You're absolutely right, and I'm glad that you know, you were honest enough to bring that up, because you know, there's a lot of young people getting married, and I'm happy that, you know, they're settling and they're pursuing the relationship at a more serious level, because once you say I do, those vows are no joke. You know, it's a lot of work to get married. It's a lot of work, and I personally believe in you know, if you are about to get married, go to counseling, you know, get yourself guarded up, go to your pastor, you know, make sure everything, you know, your ducks in a row, make sure everything is set. So I'm glad that you brought it up, because, you know, from what you are saying, your ducks weren't in a row. Everything wasn't, you know, as what it seemed.
Pretty much, you know, I was 22 at the time, you know, I thought, and then, you know, my pastor was telling me, boy, I can't mimic him too well. I'm like, boy, don't you do that.
And a couple told you.
A couple dozen people. I'm like, I don't know what y'all talking about. You know, thinking I young, thinking I knew it all and everything.
Yeah.
But then again, I ran into that brick wall. I said, oh, this is why, you know, everybody was saying what they were saying. You know,
exactly.
You know, not taking nothing away from the person.
Of course.
But basically, sometimes you can't. Never act like you know it all. No matter how old you are, you can never, you know, you can never know too much. So your wisdom can always expand through these, no matter what your title is, anything like that.
Good point. No matter what your title is, I like that. No matter who you are and where you have elevated to, you can always go farther.
Yeah, there's always room for wisdom, always.
Well, if you're just tuning in, I'm having a very good discussion here with rapper RMS of Bridgeport, Connecticut. We're talking a little bit about everything right now, about him, about his past, and, you know, how we can be able to even help each other out from learning about our past. And he being a rapper, but having spiritual and Christian foundation and have that background helps him to, you know, be able to testify to other people, helps him to be able to, you know, grow, and helps him to be able to come here and talk about it. So I thank you for that. So another question that I want to ask is, you know, how and why did you get into music? I don't think we really kind of touched upon that. So tell us about that.
As I, you know, previously said, you know, music's kind of in my bloodstream, kind of. My mother was a DJ back in the day.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
My pops does live music.
Nice.
I believe one of my brothers is actually a producer.
Nice.
And even just growing up, like, I just needed to be, like, I needed to be around some dope jams, if I can use that term, you know.
Yeah, no, we understand what you mean by that.
Yeah, It also from a therapeutic standpoint, because again, I've been through a lot of stuff growing up, mentally, going through therapy and stuff, going through child abuse issues as a kid and everything like that. So, see, I'm giving y'all I'm just giving y'all a little something right now. I'm gonna have to do a book one day or something.
Yeah, you should tell people the truth. Yeah. I believe in that, but go ahead, definitely.
So, from a therapeutic standpoint, I started recording wise. I started recording like maybe 10, 11, 12 years ago.
Okay.
But, it's one of them stories where you just, in the classroom, start making beats on the table, whatever. You and your classmates or whatever just start busting out raps in the classroom and everything. And even I did a couple slow, fun battles back in the day, too. So it just kind of, as time went on, I'm like, and plus I've been also a excellent writer, too.
Okay,
like
cool.
Even like doing essays in class, I always got like A's and B's and stuff on it.
Cool.
So, again, from a therapeutic standpoint, I just want to express myself in that kind of format. I break myself down more musically than I can I can express myself like verbally, like a regular conversation like this here, but it's better when I do it in the music. I can really get it out.
Yeah. I understand. I myself too, I like poetry. I like poetry. I like writing it than reading it, because it is therapeutic to write and express and to release yourself. It is therapeutic, I think it also has to do with the kind of creativity, because there's some people that are more logical thinkers and logical beings than they are creative, like left brain, right brain type of deal. So some of us are more creative. We need to express ourselves through art, through music, through singing, through dancing. That's why when I go to certain church services and I see mime dancers, how they are living and kind of having the music go through them. It's like it's passing through their bodies and they're expressing it through their dancing. Or when I'm praising worship services and the singer is truly not only talented but anointed because it's just flowing through them. I think it's a beautiful thing. So I understand completely. It is therapeutic. You can find yourself sometimes singing in the bathroom or singing in the kitchen because it just gets you in a better mood. So that's why I enjoy music myself. I enjoy all types of music, but I definitely enjoy music that can bring you up and bring you out of whatever you're feeling. It's a very therapeutic thing. So it is 8:20. Right now I'm going to take just a quick music break, and we're going to come back with RMS from Bridgeport, Connecticut. And here it is with Jesus from Kirk Franklin.
This don't make no sense, Sean. Hey. I hope I bring you glory on this one, Father. Help me now. Superstar, never drove around in a fancy car. Kids would tell me funny, mama she had no money, but she always told me, baby, know who you are. I said, don't you know it was hard always wearing my cousin's clothes. And you hand me down a dream with those hand me down jeans. Thought I'd never make it, but I made it, y'all. When I had nothing, had to struggle and was up to no good. The reason I'm still breathing is cause we got that. Jesus, it's crazy how you love me even when I don't love you like I should. You still love me, Father. If you feel me, turn it up cause it's special. I like that. Look at me, look at your boy. I know I'm not all I'm supposed to be. I'm gonna get it right, didn't get it overnight. So while you're waiting, please wait patiently. I said, it's so sweet to know that you're always in love with me. I'm a game was settled, but no one can play me better than you. You know you always win. When I had nothing.
All right, it's 8:22 in the AM, and I am back, Miss AshMarie, on WDJZ, talking, shining up. With RMS, rapper from Bridgeport, Connecticut, who has some great foundation in Christ. And if you're just tuning in, he was talking and being transparent. I appreciate you for that, because as I was saying to him off the air, you don't know who's going through something at that moment. And maybe listening to your testimony or even bits and pieces of it, you can actually be kind of encouraging them to say, okay, I've been there, done it. I could write the book about it. And now I know that through my testimony, you listening to it, you will know you could come out of it, whatever that is. So, I do have some time if you are interested and you want to ask a question or, just kind of comment about what we've been talking about music and about having a foundation and guide. You can definitely call us here in the studio, 203-367-4395. Until a caller comes in, we're definitely going to continue our conversation. And before we close out the show today, I do have one song from RMS called Sanctify, so you don't want to miss it. So, another question I want to ask you is for, for kids, young adults, little babies that are interested in doing music, especially for someone that does also, like us, have a spiritual background. What kind of encouragement or what kind of advice would you give them if they're aspiring or pursuing music?
Number one thing, be honest.
Yeah.
Anything's possible, because when I was growing up too, like I didn't have, well then maybe I did. Just find yourself a little role model.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody to really kind of guide you, and I had a good amount of role models in my life, off and on, like people just came in. But like as far as like it's very therapeutic for you. You can get some things you maybe can't verbalize in the conversation out. It's kind of, for me personally, it's nice. So you can definitely just, like I said, just be honest. Whatever you got in you, just let it out.
Yeah.
Sometimes it could be very prideful, whatever. I'm like, I don't know if but kind of letting it out, it's like a release.
Yeah, it is. It is like, your body, if you want to think about this chemically, naturally, your body has to release toxins that are bad for it. Somehow, some way, it has to release the negative, whether it's food, negative drinks, whatever you have in your body that's negative, it has to release it out. Same thing spiritually and emotionally. Whatever's toxic in you has to come out. You can't keep it there. You can't harbor. You can't keep it sheltered in yourself. So if you find a way, whether if it's not music, maybe it's acting. That's something that I've done myself, and it is an amazing feeling to become another person. And sometimes when you're becoming another person, you're actually solving your problems because you're not you at the moment. You're thinking outside the box. Whatever way it is, sports. Some people play sports, and just being on the football field, on the basketball court, doing hockey or tennis, whatever it is therapeutic to them. So if, like you said, let it out, release it. It is good. For you, it's music. For others, it may be something else, but definitely let it out. What else would you tell someone if they are interested in pursuing music?
Just get busy. Get your pen out, your notepad out. Just like, that's how I just started jotting stuff down. I'm like, all right, then, got a hold of some beats and stuff. Just sat there, just started working on my craft. Like, just get your closed in space. Like, if you don't want to do it in, like, when we start now, you want to do it in, like, by yourself first.
Yeah, of course.
Seeds or work on yourself. So basically, if you know any producers out there, I know one thing I did before I started having my own beats, I started, just using industry stuff or whatever, and just get started, see what happens.
Wonderful. And last but not least, I want, since you do go to a church, give a shout out to your church, your pastor, let them know that you're thankful for their help in spiritual wise. So go ahead.
Well, throughout the past 15, I done been through a couple of churches. I started out in Apostolic Mission Church over on East Washington, Pastor Samuel Smith.
Okay.
That's the first church I actually started out in.
Wonderful.
Right now I'm at Anointed Word Christian Center. My pastor Warren Gill.
All right.
That's the one that actually gave me the advice on, like, boy, I can't really mimic him because he got that deep down south country North Carolina voice, but that's the one that kind of sharpened my wisdom up a little more when I got a little older. My bad, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, Pastor Warren Gill, man, that's the one that kind of he served as one of my role models. He's not just a pastor, but I was somebody I could because we kind of had similar upbringings too, so we was able to click.
Amen.
Like that. So.
Amen. Find someone in your church or find someone that you're close to be able to be that role model. So it is about that time. I'm actually going to close out this segment. This is me, Miss AshMarie, and RMS rapper from Bridgeport, Connecticut. Thank you so much for coming in, kicking it with me here in the studio. A little bit of old school flair, and I myself I'm an old school lover, so it's kind of good to have a little bit of an old school vibe in here. And we're going to play his song, Sanctified, all right? So don't go anywhere, don't touch that radio dial, and here it is, Sanctified.
Nobody else but you.
Yeah. Every man need a lady. Say what? Every man need a lady who's not crazy and not shady, and take care of your baby. My beautiful black sister, I want to get with you, and I'm respecting your picture because I'm checking the scripture. When a man finds a woman, he finds a good thing. I need a good queen, and I'll be a good king. A strong foundation that lacks these days. If God's not in it, you'll inherit wicked ways. Homicide all in the news, beating, stabbing, and shooting. Parents is buck robbing, children the devil's recruiting. So don't dispute it, it happens everywhere, and I don't want no parts of it. It's sacred ground over here. I know I'm not perfect, but I know I'm worth it. Drinking liquor, smoking J serves no purpose. Don't come at me crazy, you need to come correct. The drama I reject, capital R for respect. She rocks, she rolls, and she knows her role. She has her own hustle, making her own day. She rocks, she rolls, she knows how to take control. She don't be sliding down no poles. She don't argue, she knows her role. Less pride, no lies. You see the truth inside her eyes. She's all way down the ride. She's on point, she's holy, she's sanctified. She's on point, she's holy, she's sanctified. She don't wanna be a hoochie, wanna be a bride. She tell those other brothers she belongs to me. No shucking and jiving, no hide and seek. We always speak. Always keep communication open. Nice sense of humor, always laughing and joking. I spoil her, she spoils me. We keep it 50-50. When it comes to big business, we get down to the nitty gritty. They say I'm too picky. I cannot settle for less, cause I deserve the best. And I deserve the best, because I've been through the worst. I can't go through it again. I do not want to be cursed. Only one life on this earth. So proceed with caution. When bad move will cause you to malfunction. Conjunction. So next time around, I'll have a queen to go to lunch with. She rocks, she rolls, she knows how to take control. She don't be sliding down no poles. She don't argue, she knows her role. Less pride, no lies. You see the truth inside her eyes. She's all way down the ride. She's on point, she's holy, she's sanctified.